So here's the deal. I've got 8 things I'm going to run through with you today. And what this is, what I call our offense is the surface to air system, because it is trying to be equally diversified between run and pass. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last couple of years, we've been almost 50-50 run to pass. And so there's some stuff. Basically, nobody out there on the field really knows the full picture except you. And you are the guy that has to connect everything together. So where we're going to start is we're going to start with the defensive ID system. It's important for me that you understand what the defense is going to be called and how they're going to look out there. So we're going to run inside zone to the right. And some of this you don't really need to know, but I'm going to show you anyway. The offensive line is going to block everybody but the defensive end. They're going to leave the backside defensive end. Okay, so your running back is going to run inside zone. Okay, you good so far?
Yep.
Who is the unblocked guy?
The end.
The end. Okay, so let me add a little more stuff to your plate. Are you doing okay so far?
Yep.
Okay. So now we have something that we call now screens. Now screens are where the receiver basically foot fires up and then turns around and throws his hands up to you so you can throw him the ball. So if we want to run a now screen to that guy, this guy is going to go block his man. Okay. This guy is what we call an apex defender. He's an apex defender because he's halfway between the H and halfway between the defensive end. He's trying to play both and confuse you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He's standing out there trying to mess with your world. Okay. But if you look out there and this corner is 6 yards off and this linebacker is inside of the H, can either one of those guys get to your X receiver before he catches the ball and gets 5 yards?
Nope.
You have to make that decision. And you have to make that decision every time I call it. Now, if that corner's way down in his face and L2 is standing over the top of your H, there's pretty good odds you can't throw it out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay? That's what we call a pre-snap decision. So write that down. Pre-snap decision. Pre-snap decision means can you just grab it and do it right now and get me a completion? Now, what about that defensive end? Isn't he going to smoke you?
Probably.
Okay, so why is he not? Because I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't get anybody killed. So how are you going to get that pass completed before he kills you?
Throw it quick.
That's right. You're going to take the snap, catch the ball, turn your hips, and fire it out there. He can't run faster than you can throw. I've seen you throw. Okay? He cannot get from his stance and run 5 yards in the backfield and hit you before you can grab it and turn sideways and throw the ball. Agreed?
Yep.
Okay. So let me teach you grass real quick. On grass, your outside receiver is going to foot fire 3 steps and try to turn that R3's hips like he's running a fade. And as soon as he hits the 3rd step, he's going to run what I call as a fat slant. He's going to come square back inside.
All right.
Your number 2 receiver is going to take 3 steps like he's trying to turn this guy's shoulders. He's going to rip and get to the guy's inside shoulder. And instead of staying fat, he's going to go super skinny up the seam. We call that a broken arrow. So I want you to write the outside guy has a fat, F-A-T, a fat slant. And the inside guy has a broken arrow slant. And then I want you to skip a line, and I want you to write this whole play down. What's this whole play called? Start with the formation. It's what?
Duo. Wait, it's called duo, isn't it?
No. 2 by 2 right.
2 by 2. Yeah.
Okay, so write 2x2r. That's the formation. 2x2r. That's the formation. 2 by 2 right. Now, what's the play called?
Patriots right, Hawaii left.
There you go. Write it down. Patriots right, Hawaii left. Now, do you need to tell any of the receivers what to do?
I shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to. Now, we have a way to do that, and I'll show you that later. You should not have to tell them anything. Why are these guys over here? Let me get another color. Why are these guys over here running Hawaii?
Because of the way that the defense is lined up. The L2 and
Okay.
L3.
And I told them to, didn't I?
Yeah.
What about these guys? Did I tell these guys what to do?
No, but they should know.
Because they are on the opposite side of a what?
An H play.
An H play. So underneath where you just wrote 2x2 right, Patriots right, Hawaii left, I want you to write down first pre-snap. And put a colon, dot over dot. First pre-snap. And I want you to write this question down. Can I throw grass? Question mark. Can I throw grass? Well, I don't know, Dylan Bemis, if you can throw grass or not. So you're going to have to enlighten me here, brother. You're going to have to give me the word. Can you throw grass right now? Tell me why you could and why you couldn't. What would let you just grab that ball, turn your hips, and throw it right now?
The Y has an inside, and the R1 is kind of outside. So if he's running a skinny post, he's coming across the middle.
Okay.
Assuming they're in a cover 2.
Yep. What if they're in cover 4? Where's the R3 going to go?
Deep third.
Okay, so he's going to back up. Deep quarter, you got it. He's going to back up. When he backs up, there's 2 guys running slants, basically. One fat and one skinny, right?
Yeah.
R2 has to cover one of them, correct?
Yep.
Who covers the other one?
Nobody.
So you can throw it anytime you want, right?
Yeah.
Now, you may not know. You may get confused. You may not be sure. So the first thing you do when you walk up there is you look at your grass side. And if you think you can play catch on the grass side, then play catch on the grass side. It's going to be really fast. It's going to be boom, 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 and they're gone. Either you got it or you don't. If you don't like it, then get your eyes off it and forget it and act like it never happened. So that's your first pre-snap look. Your second pre-snap look, write this down. So what'd you write for the first thing? You wrote first pre-snap look, right?
First pre-snap.
Okay, is can I throw grass?
Yep.
Second pre-snap, colon, can I throw the now screen? Now I'm going to add a term to your life right now that I'm going to use with you for the rest of the time I coach you that I think is going to make your life a whole lot simpler. I hope anyway. I hope. Which way is the run play going, Dylan? Is it going to the left or is it going to the right?
To the right.
It's going to the right. Okay. So whichever direction the run play is going towards, in this case, you just told me it's going which way?
Right.
It's going to the right. Whichever way the run play is going is called the front door. So I want you to write next to grass, front door. Front door. And here's why I call it that. So here I am. I'm you, right? Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm you. I'm standing here. The running back is right here next to me, okay? This is you. This is the running back, okay? I can throw front door easily because the running back's not in my way, right?
Yeah.
So the front door is always easy to open and throw into, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. The back door is the side the running back is coming from over here. So your first read is the grass, your first pre-snap read. But I'm not going to use that term anymore with you. I'm going to say your first read is the front door. And then you're going to tell me, okay, I'll look at front door grass. That's the first thing I'm going to look at is front door grass. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Your second read is the backside route, whatever that route is. In this case, it's a now screen. So you're going to say next to your second read, backdoor now screen. You're reading the backdoor now screen. So let's say you walk up there and you can't read the front door grass because you just don't see it. You can't throw the now screen to the back door. So this I want you to write down now. Your third and final decision, your third and final read is to read the play all the way out. Read the play all the way out. Read the play all the way out means mesh the ball with the running back, stick it in his belly, and read who. Who are you actually supposed to be reading on this play?
The end.
The end. There he is. If he comes upfield, what are you going to do? He comes running up here in the backfield, and he clearly just sits there and stares at you. Can he tackle that running back?
Nope.
Nope. So what are you going to do?
Hand it off.
Hand it off. Now you've got 5 linemen blocking 4 defensive players. We win every time. Yes?
Yep.
But what if he comes screaming down that line and tries to smoke your running back?
Pull it.
Pull it. When you pull it, you're going to run what I call a veer path. It means you're going to run right at the outside hip of that defensive lineman. Now, when you get to the outside hip of that defensive lineman, this cat right here has got to make a decision. He's either got to come get you or he's got to go stop that screen, correct?
Yep.
The reason he's got to make a decision is we blocked L3, didn't we?
Yep.
He's gone. He doesn't exist. A big old X over him. This guy's too deep. He's 10 yards deep. He's a safety. He doesn't exist. The only guy that can really stop that play is this dude right here. If you see him working out here, keep it and go. If you see him decide to come flying in there to hit you, where should you throw the ball?
The screen.
Throw it back out there to the screen. Pretty simple, yes?
Yep.
I want you to write down next to the circle everything right there, this whole play, and write down an unlocked RPO. It is an unlocked RPO. Which is really just a fancy way of saying the defensive end's not blocked.
Yeah.
So you could throw it to how many places? Let's count these together. This will be a fun little game. You could throw this ball how many places before you ever decided to read the defensive end?
3.
Who could you throw it to? Name me the players.
X, Y, and Z.
X, Y, Z. You had 3 options before we ever even really had the ball in your hands, correct?
Yep.
Now you decide you can't throw it to any of the 3. What's your 4th option?
Hand it off or pull it.
Hand it to the running back. The 5th option is you do what?
Pull it and run.
Pull it and run it. That's the 5th option. And the 6th option is you could do what?
Pull it, run, dish it to the screen.
You had 6 places you could go with the ball. So who decides if Emmett High School is successful or not? Come on, give me the answer. Who's going to decide if Emmett High School is successful?
Me.
Yep. It ain't me, is it?
Nope.
It's you. Now, is this hard? No. Does it look like it's a lot? Yes.
Yeah.
But I am absolutely blowing your mind is my goal tonight. Like, I want you to go to bed tonight and be like, oh my God, this is like the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because I'm telling you, this is going to be a cakewalk. When I get my hands on you out in Idaho, this is going to be simple. And you have a better arm than the kid that I coached last year. And the kid I coached last year ran for 500 and threw for 2,500. He was a 3,000-yard athlete, and you can sling it a lot better than he can. And I didn't have this much time to work with him. So now let's try